Right, we are back. Bish, bash, bosh, keep it tosh. Yes, we are back. And yes, I am en route to the Bowl Syndicate. It's been 4, maybe 5 weeks since I've been out fishing. I have really been eager to get out, and I'm absolutely buzzing to get out and do some fishing. Just excited just to get to the bank at the moment. Always reminds me when I was a kid, going off in a 6 weeks holiday with my friend, who unfortunately is now passed away. But every time I end up going to the bank and I'm excited about going fishing, it always reminds me of my good old mate Bradley Smith. Weather conditions today are absolutely spot on. Probably the best weather conditions we've had so far this year. Overcast, good temperatures, west southwesterly winds, and it's quite pleasant indeed. So like I say, I'm looking forward just to getting out on the bank. It's not been fishing well, the bowl, so that's why I went off to that day ticket water about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and that was the last time I've fished. A fish come out here last week, a 20, but meaning the lake was absolutely quite full. I think there's about 8 anglers on. 1 fish out of 8 anglers. Nothing to brag about, but I'm not going to catch him at home, am I? And me being eager to get out, do some fishing, I ain't really care if I do blank. I just want to be able to kick back, relax, and hopefully we'll be able to pull a chunk on the mat. So I'm going to spin this camera around, and I will pick the camera up once again when I'm on the bank. I know where I want to be because I was down yesterday and spotted a couple of fish early in the morning, so I know where they are, the M6 bank. So I will be heading over to there, and I will be fishing on that bank. How busy it is, I do not know. I'll just go wait till I get there and find out. So until then, catch you later. Let's do this. Just hoping that it's not going to be too busy here today. I know where I want to be, I know where I want to be fishing. Oosh, only one on. That'll do me, that'll do me. It's looking pretty muddy again. Where is he? Well, 2 hours in, and I'm finally fishing. You might be thinking, why is it taking 2 hours to get his rods in and get set up? I'll show you why. Coming down this bank, and my inner tube has exploded, so I'm left with a bladder with 2 wheels, and if I don't get it sorted by the time I get back, I've got a bloody long walk round to my car, to say the least. We've got a guy coming down, Craig Little Ales, who's going to lend me a inner tube for my tyre. There's always a little bit of bleeding drama, isn't there, on my blogs? There's always something going wrong or something messing up. And today it's the wheelbarrow, and I'm not looking forward to walking my gear back round. Oh, look. I'm getting so many liners, it's untrue, which is a great news on here because they're out there. And I've seen one at about 60 yards when I first got here, and I was just setting up, and I was getting my rods together. So I'll put a rod on there, and I'll put the other 2 rods long out onto the areas where I've picked up fish before. But as I was saying, I'm not looking forward to that walk around with my gear if this inner tube don't fit tomorrow. Thankfully I can reel in and I can go off and get this done tomorrow, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get it fixed. But I'm fishing, and I'm absolutely buzzing to be out, to be fair. And I haven't even had a cup of tea yet, so that's my next route to get done and relax and get my stove set up and chill out. So I will pick the camera up a little bit later, but we're getting liners, which is good, and I've seen fish, so fingers crossed. Yeah, there we go again. So fingers crossed they're out there, and they'll get on the bait a little bit later on. I have put quite a bit of bait out, to be fair. I'm not going to put any more bait out for the rest of the session unless I pick up fish. But yeah, all good. So it's time to kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the session. See you a bit later. Right, well, it probably looks a bit lighter than it is. It's 8:30. Sunlight's just starting to fade away, and I'm still at the moment getting liners, trying to keep the bleeding tufties off me. So I keep spotting out onto the area without any baiting, just a few little boilies just to give it a little bit of weight. And keep scaring them off, unfortunately. I'm hoping that I can keep off me until the light goes. They seem to do one as soon as it goes dark. So I'm going to sit here at the moment, waving up and down, looking like an absolute idiot on the bank. And these will keep off me. We'll have a fighting chance for in the morning, haven't we? Or during the night. That's when them bite times come. So keep these rods in the water. We'll keep these baited over this baited area without them picking me up. I'm with a chance. So I'm going to settle in. I've just got paella. That's what I've got for tonight. So I'm going to enjoy that. Part of my healthy living for the past month. I don't know whether you've noticed, but I've lost over 1.5 stone. I decided to do something about my weight. I'd just tipped the scales at over 17 stone, so I was a big fat pig, and it's only through eating some of the junk that I put in my mouth on the bank, and these ready to eat meals are not the best, are they? And all the bacon, sausage and so forth had taken its toll on me, and when I went out to that day to keep water last week, that was the end of the straw. I went to go and pick up the fish. You might have seen it on camera, but I was absolutely out of breath, and I just couldn't get down on the floor because of my big fat belly in the way. So I decided to do something about it, and I've gone to the gym. I've been doing it now for just under a month, and I've lost 1.5 stone, and I'm feeling so much better for it, I'm going to tell you. So I've got rice and chicken already prepped from yesterday, and everything in my bag is absolutely healthy. There's nothing in there that is going to get me unhealthy, and so this is the turnaround for me. I'm looking to get down to around about 13, 14 stone. Like I say, I'm doing weight, so put a bit of weight on, put a bit of muscle on for whacking this spot out. Tomorrow I'm going to be trying the new TFG air bomb. I'm going to try and put a bit of bait out, see if it can withstand 100 yards cast, and we'll see whether it's any good, won't we? I'm not too confident about it because the way it's set up, but I will show you that tomorrow. But we will see. Now these tufties are back over me, so I'm going to log off for the night. I'm going to put a spom over the top of them, see if I can scare them off for a few hours before they pick me up. So for now, good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Right, good morning. Join me at 6:30. First brew of the day. Been up since about 5:30, just scanning the water to see if I can see anything. And I can confirm I've seen bugger all. It's been really quiet. Nobody's had anything on this bank down here. There's another 2 anglers, and there's a guy over on the board swim on the A5 bank. I'm not too sure whether he's had anything. Doubtful, because like I say, he's not fishing the best at the moment, but hopefully he's had something. I will find out a bit later on when I have a walk round. But for now I'm just hoping one of these rods goes off before the end of bite time. I've had them up to about 9:30 from out of this swim, so I'm not going to touch them rods now. The tufties are all over me diving, but I'm not going to scare them off like I was yesterday, because it'd be like putting a spot in the water, wouldn't it? And I don't want to make any disturbance out in the swim, so I'll just let them crack on. If they pick me up, so be it. There's something going on in the sailing club today, so I think it's like a beginner's course where the people can come down and have a go at sailing, so I'm expecting it to be pretty busy on the lake with boats, so I'm going to reel in as soon as they start to come out, and it's an ideal opportunity for me to get off and try and fix this punctured wheel on my Carp porter, so I can have a nice wheelbarrow back tomorrow instead of lumping my gear all the way round to the car. So for now, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the morning with the brew. I'll pick the camera up a bit later on as I'm going to reel in and give you a little bit of an update later. So till then, ta-ra for now. Well, there is somebody that is being successful on the lake, and he's catching every time he dives. He'll come up in a minute with a fish. There's a grebe out there that's absolutely smashing it. Well, he's got another one. As you can see that. I've been watching him because he's just been diving just down here. He's been coming up with mouthfuls of perch. Must be in abundance down here. I would imagine pike around as well. Maybe it was that was giving me liners yesterday. Who knows? So, well done to the grebe. Right, well, you joined me back at 1:30. Reeled in my rods around about 12 o'clock, and I've just literally just got back to my swim. I've been home, fetched a few tools to fix my Carp barra tyre, which went flat yesterday, as you'll know. Managed to get the inner tube out, and as you can see, the valve has actually come away from the inner tube itself, so that's what caused the problem. Craig's bringing one down shortly, so I've got all the stuff in the car now to get it fixed, and hopefully, fingers crossed, won't have to carry all my gear around to the car tomorrow. If you can see a load of flies, that's because we've had a hatch, and they're absolutely everywhere. You would actually think that the bowl carp would be rising for them, but not a chance. I have scanned this water religiously since I come on the lake yesterday, and the one fish I seen when I was first setting up, and I've not seen one since. Seen nothing this morning. I was up before light. Thankfully we had a little bit of a moon light over the lake, so I could see absolutely everything, and not even seen a peep. These rods are going to stay in now till this evening or a bit later on this afternoon. I'm going to rest the swim, get some rigs tied up, and I'll get them out a bit later this evening. Just top the swim up with a bit more extra bait and sit on them till tomorrow morning when I'm due to go off. As soon as these boats come out tomorrow morning, I will take off and finish the session. Well, for now I'm going to kick back, have me a brew, tie me some rigs for tonight, and have something to eat. So until later, ta-da. Right, it's 4:30. Just about to start to put the rods back out now the boats have gone in. I've rested the swim now for quite a few hours, so hopefully they've had time to go in, drift into the swim, and have a free feed. And now I'll put my rods back in. I feel a little bit more confident. Well, that's the theory anyway. Maybe I've just wasted a few hours, but we do what we got to do, don't we? And that's reeling anyway, just to go off and do other things. So it was just best to leave them for the day and let these boats do what they've got to do. And I am ready to rock again. So I'm going to put this phone down and I'm going to get these rods out. Well, just to show you what sort of trip I'm having and to put the icing on the cake, my spod reel has decided to not work. It's seized up for some reason and I can't get it to turn. Obviously it wouldn't do it while I've got it on the bank. I've had to wait till I cast out 110 yards and I've had to reel all that in by hand. So this session, absolutely catalogue of errors, not by my doing unfortunately, but my equipment looks like it's not up to the job. So I've put my rods out, the rods are out, so I'm going to sit over whatever was left from yesterday. I did manage to get out 2 spods in the area. Not whether it was on the area is another thing, but I'm really hoping, because of all this bad luck I'm having, I'll really have a little bit of luck a little bit later on tonight or first thing in the morning. But couldn't make it up, could you? Couldn't make it up. But say it comes in 3s, so that's 2. When's the other one going to come? Probably tomorrow when I blank. Right, I'm going to chill out, have a cup of tea, scratch my head to see to think about what's going on, and try and enjoy the rest of my fishing trip. Join me at 6:45, and I have got some good news. The wheelbarrow is ready to rock. I've not fixed the actual puncher itself. I've managed to borrow a spare wheel off one of my friends, so he's lent me the wheel just to get myself back and until I sort myself out. So I haven't got to make the long journey all the way down here, all the way across to the car park swing, which is exactly half a mile. You don't want to be carrying your gear all the way around there, do you? So absolutely buzzing that that's fixed, and a little bit of ray of light in the tunnel, should I say. Unfortunately the spod rod is not going to be able to be fixed. I'm going to have to go and get that have to get it serviced or get it repaired. Thankfully there's somebody local that does repairs on them, so I will be messaging him when I get back home. The rods are all out, thankfully I managed to get a bit of bait out and get them out first time on the mark without any disturbance, so I'm quite pleased about that. I've not seen anything, but I do feel confident that they're out there. I know you don't see many fish on here, but I'm sure they're out there, and just got to wait for them to come on the feed, and when they do, my rigs are going to be in place. Really tight out there. Probably about a rod length off each rod, so I haven't got to touch them. If I get a pick up off one, leave it in, let the other 2 rock. If that one goes, leave the last rod in, and so forth. I won't bother pulling them out. If I do get a fish, I'll just sit on and wait on the others. As you've seen on my previous blogs, that's the way I like to do it, and I've got the results from doing it like that. Yeah, so I'm going to chill out. I will pick the camera up and give you a final update just before it goes dark. But for now I'm going to have something to eat, have a brew and chill out. See you shortly. Right, well, as you can see, you join me at 9:15. The sun is just dropping down behind the trees behind me, and all's quiet out in the swim. As you can see, there's no wind on the lake at all. It's like a mill pond. There is, however, a band of tufties out there that's just literally picked up my middle rod, which is out on the balance wafter rig. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about them. I can't put a spot on them because my spot reel broke. I'm having to sit here, watch them just dive and dive some more. This is the time really when I should have had a laser pen. I'm going to invest in one, I think, because I can't keep having this. I just can't stress how important it is to get these rigs presented for in the morning. The tactic I used on Acton Burnell, you had to put everything in place before the fish turned up the next morning, and that was the way to catch them. If you cast in the mornings, you would they'd just push off you, and I presume it's the same here, to be fair. That's why you're picking fish up first thing in the morning. Obviously there's no pressure, and there is nobody casting in at that time, so that's when they feel more confident to feed. So it is really important that them rods and them rigs out there are presented as good as they're going to be. Unfortunately, in this session, that middle rod ain't going to be presented the best how I wanted it. Hopefully, I may have picked it up and it's wafted back down. Fingers crossed. I'm going to get in the bivvy. I'm going to chill out for the evening. So for now, I'll see you in the morning, or first thing at first light, hopefully with a chunk. Till then, good night. I'd like to have showed you a fish this morning, because it's about 5 o'clock this morning. Well, it was about 4:45. I got a rip-roaring take. It just steamed off. Got up into it, hit into it, and as soon as I hit into it, I knew something wasn't quite right. I was never really connected to the fish properly. Every time I lifted my rod up just to get a bit of line, it was just grating on something. It was just pulling through something. It just wasn't right. So I was never connected to the fish from the time I picked up into it, and for the next couple of minutes until I got it up to where whatever the issue was, I think it might have been weed or something, I don't know, but I got it to where obviously there was an issue, and it just stopped a little bit. I just pulled a little bit more, and unfortunately the fish didn't come with it. So as you're seeing from probably the previous footage, I've just let the rod up the bivvy. I have decided to put it back out because the other rod, which is the middle rod, was picked up by them tufties last night. So really the only rod that's next to it was that rod. So I've decided just to put it back out, just in case that other one is not presented. So the other rod, the third rod's just off it a little, or just off the baited area a little bit, but that rod went was just next to where them tufties picked up the other rod. So I have put it back out, and you know, I've only got a couple of those, so it's worth putting back out on this occasion. So yeah, bad luck does come in threes, and it's just the way it goes, isn't it? If you had the same scenario where everything was perfect, you was catching each and every time you come out, like with blanking, it wouldn't be fishing and it wouldn't be exciting. I will put this session behind me if I don't catch a fish, and I'll just come back stronger. It's the way you do it, and it's the way that everybody else does it, isn't it? Just keep pushing forward, and then rewards will come. So I'm going to chill out for the morning, have me a brew, start having a slow pack down, and enjoy the rest of the morning. So until then, ta-ra for now. Right, well, you join me at Harper State. The rods are on the floor waiting to be reeled in. Barra's waiting to be loaded. I am bringing the session to an end a little bit earlier than planned. I was going to do another couple of hours down here, but I'm going to get off home, recharge, and hopefully get back out here by next week if I can get my spod reel sorted out. Well, what an absolute trip. Bad luck comes in threes, and it sure did, but it's not going to get me down. I'm going to get back out here as soon as possible. At least I got that pickup, and at least them fish are out there feeding. So unfortunately I'm going to bring the session to an end. So bish bash bosh, keep it tosh, wet nets, tight lines. See you on my next video, and by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. That'll give you updates on when I upload my video blog diaries. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.